Welcome back to the grind for a quick guide on the Hunk of Junk Carina's challenge, where you can only take robots into Realm of Legends and you have to defeat all the champions all the way through the end to complete the challenge. Now, the challenge is essentially done with Guillotine 2099. So you need to have her, and you don't really need any other synergies, but the synergies I have, you can see at the start of the video. Those are the ones that I chose. Now, Wolverine is the one that most people get really concerned about, and Guillotine can do it well. There are other champions like Nimrod and Warlock that can do it, but it takes a lot longer. Warlock is probably the safer option because you can turn off healing for the entire fight, but Guillotine 2099 does it very well, and we're going to show you that in this clip, and then we're going to talk a little bit as well about some of the tips I have. Now, I, for the most part, didn't really activate any pre-fights, but I do recommend if you want to activate a pre-fight, the healing one is actually very beneficial because you're going to do a lot of medium attacks throughout the fight, and therefore you'll get a lot of regeneration from it. I wasn't feeling like I really needed the regen throughout the fight, and so I actually kind of preferred to have the added safety net. Now here you can see I built up close to 3 bars of power and threw off a special 2 so I could get back to another special 2 as quick as possible to chain on the Spectre debuffs and continue to reverse the healing. Now it's going to fall off and I don't have enough power to throw off another special 2. So I'm playing much less aggressive now. I'm baiting out special 1s right away. I'm doing parries and heavy attacks only while he's stunned, so I can limit the chance of him actually triggering regens. And then we're going to go in, once we have 2 bars of power, we're going to push ourselves up as high as possible, throw off another special 2, and then race up to another special 2 again so we can chain on another one with that Spectre debuff and hopefully get some good RNG with his regens. Now, he didn't trigger any regens during that first Spectre debuff, so we're going to take our time again, building up to another special 2, and then we're going to push ourselves close to 3 bars of power, throw off that special 2, and again, hoping for some good RNG. We triggered 1 regen, which we're reversing for some nice damage, and then we're pushing as fast as we can yet again to build up to us another special 2 before it falls off. Now, the Spectre does fall off. He does start to regen a little bit, but we are able to get back to a special 2 shortly before it ends. Unfortunately, we do miss out on a lot of that time for reversal, but the amount of reversing you can do in a fight is is actually quite significant. You can have him under a Spectre debuff a lot of the time if you're playing aggressive after the special 2s, and then when it does fall off, you can just play a bit more passively like this, throwing heavy attacks, and if you want, you can do this at the very end of the fight and throw a bunch of heavy attacks and try to build up to a special 3 so that you don't have to redo your combo. But honestly, I don't think that's necessarily worth it because it's pretty easy to build up the combo again, and if you just want to play it safe and continue throwing special 2s to reverse the regen, I think that's probably the safest option. Now you can see he did end up getting a regen for a good amount, and so it did end up taking a little bit longer, but if you continue building to your special 2s and trying to chain on as much as possible, just waiting for that really good RNG to trigger a bunch of heals, some people can trigger 3 or 4 at once and it ends the fight really quickly. Another thing about the pre-fights, why I wasn't triggering or applying them at all, I liked having that added safety net so that if I did mess up, I could get healed back to half health, or at the very end of the fight, I could just take some blocked hits, as you saw me do there, and then end the fight over 50% health with a lot of health to start the next one. And the next fight is against Black Bolt, which is one of the easiest fights, and I do have to redo my combo, but it's okay because this fight is going to go quick regardless, since Black Bolt, when he throws his special 2, will deal damage to himself. So you want to push him to special 2 as much as possible. Sometimes I would do reparries to help with that. At first, I do like to throw a bunch of heavy attacks to build up my combo protection so that I can take a full combo and still not lose my combo. And unfortunately, I did mess up a couple times with the timing of Black Bolt special 2. But then what I would do is I would wait till he had about 1 bar of power, and then I would attack in with a full combo and throw my special 2 to then push him over 2 bars of power, and then bait out a special 2. Sometimes it didn't quite work out, but that was kind of my general strategy. And other than that, pretty much every fight is basically the same. The most annoying fight for me actually was Juggernaut because of the unstoppable and having to kind of slow down and wait that out, or take a lot of blocked hits to parry and do attacks during the stun. And I did end up using 1 revive for this challenge, and that was on Juggernaut. Another great thing about Guillotine is that safety net. If you do get clipped, she has that cloak, and if you keep your combo protection up, you really don't have much of a chance of losing your streak, which is another reason why I liked not using the pre-fights, because then I could build up 6 of those and take a whole combo and not worry about losing my hit count. So that was something that I felt was very helpful. I don't think that the critical hit pre-fight is worth it because you do another full combo, and the burst damage from the 5-hit combo is going to be well over the amount of extra damage you'd get from a critical. And then you would have to time your special attacks to go with the critical hit count every 20 hits, and that was kind of tedious and annoying. So I kind of aborted that plan. And Hulk is the final one. Again, very straightforward. Everyone was pretty simple, except my least favorite being Jug. If you've done this challenge already, let me know what your thoughts are, how it went for you. If you have not done it yet, I hope this video helps. Good luck with your run, and I really do hope to see you in the next video.